Right, I think we're live, Gandhi. Hello.
Hi everyone, we're live here at the RCGP Annual Conference in Liverpool. We're back again after a couple of years away, and we are recording this to give you a flavour of what's coming up at the conference this year.
Yeah, so we are aiming to put out some conference content each night. So this is the first sort of taster, really. We're just settling into our hotel rooms and getting established, getting the tech working. But each night we're hoping to put out a short video just talking about what's happened at conference. We might share some video clips, we might share a little bit of photographs about what's going on and our take on what's happened on the day, really. I think it'd be really good if people have never been to conference before, they're wondering what it's like at the Royal College of General Practitioners Annual Conference, or if you've been before, can't make it this year and you just want to see what's been happening and what's going on. So, should be good.
Yeah. We've got an interesting agenda coming up tomorrow. So it starts off with the standard plenary that we have, and we've got talks from Camilla Hawthorne, RCGP Chair, Conference Chair Margaret Igpo, who's the Vice Chair of the RCGP, various other people as well. Unfortunately, I've forgotten some of the names. And then various sessions throughout. We've got some interesting ones coming up, some people that we know as well. So Tara George, our fellow GP from GP5T, is going to be presenting with Naveen Hodgson. I've got his name now.
I recognise the name.
GP5T.
GP5T
is the name I know, but I know he's got a different surname. And they're talking about AKT support that they've been doing in their Chesterfield VTS. There's stuff around safeguarding. There's stuff around time management in general practice.
Yeah, it's really quite a varied agenda, isn't it? There are clinical topics. There are sort of personal management and effectiveness topics, as there's all sorts going on, lots of sponsors as well. Be interested to see who's sponsoring.
I have to admit, there are a lot of sponsor sessions this year, so it'll be interesting to see what they look like and stuff.
There's a poster hall as well, so it's a really good, if you're doing a project or a little bit of research, then having a poster at the RCGP conference is really, really good, really quite accessible. I wouldn't say they'd take anybody, but you've got a good chance of getting your poster exhibited, and that's a really good way of getting recognition. So it's always fun to have a look around the poster hall as well. Gandhi's been having a look at the app, so do download the app. It's available on the app stores. Looks pretty good this year. There's even the opportunity to I think voice call and video message other delegates.
I know.
I've consented to that happening when I was onboarded onto the app, so we'll see if anybody video messages me. But it's a really good way of logging which sessions you want to go to, and and then I think it gives you a notification.
I think you kind of have to do that, otherwise they might not let you in some of the rooms. So the ones that book out, so that's how they do the kind of room management as well. So if you haven't signed up to particular sessions, like the one that always gets booked out straight away
is the EGP Learning engagement session.
That's on Friday, so that will absolutely be booked out. So one of the things we haven't mentioned is that myself and Andy are actually presenting at the RCGP conference on Friday. I think it's session E something or other. It's the 151, talking about breaking barriers and building connections in primary care. That I'm sure will be the most populated session, even more so than West Streeting, who's talking on the Friday. We will see. You never know.
At least we're not going head to head with West Streeting.
We don't want him to have an empty room or anything like that at all, and things. But yeah, it's an interesting app, I must admit, and I think it's going to be a really interesting day.
Good. So I guess this is just a trailer for the rest of the content that'll come tomorrow and the day after. But again, I've got a question for you. What do you kind of like about the RCGP Annual Conference? You've been a few times. We've been at the same time a few times as well. What do you like about it? What keeps you coming back?
So I think the thing that keeps me coming back is the fact that I generally come away from the conference with an element of positivity. And I think this year in particular, I would love to have that. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to come to the conference this year, because it has been a little doom and gloom in general practice and stuff. The other one, though, is absolutely the networking. It's the chance to catch up with people and stuff throughout that I've known for many years. And to be honest, it's one of the only times I get to catch up with certain people as well. So it would be nice to do that. Andy knows this. I've come with a bag full of board games as well. So if you are at conference and want to come and play some games, absolutely just grab us. I will probably have at least one or two with me at any given point.
Good. And what do I like about conference?
Yeah, what are you looking forward to, Andy?
The networking. Yeah, check that box. I think it is the vibes, actually, Gandhi. A few times I've been before, you come and you're feeling a little bit dejected, the job feels a little bit thankless, resources are thin, and conference always does seem to cheer me up, actually, genuinely, and give me a lift for a few weeks. You get to have that sense of feeling part of a profession, that has a purpose, that is united in some ways. So maybe more so in the past than present. I don't know. I'm going to see. We're going to find out. So we'll report the vibes as well as the content there. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
So if you want to join us, we will probably be doing some more content tomorrow evening on the Thursday, right before we go out for dinner or something along those lines. We will probably post a time at some point, depending on how tomorrow goes. And absolutely, we hope that you will join us on Friday's session where we talk about how to build engagement and connections with your populations. And if not, we'll catch you next time.
Good. And so get ready for us tech enhancing your primary care and learning at the RCGP Annual Conference 2024, Liverpool. Catch you later.